Beach didn't go well. I also remembered it as pretty annoying. I was bad at the backups as well. Shoka Mountain missed 2 of the jumps, but I decided to just, instead of wasting my time trying to back up on 50cc, I just drove around. I have the baby fence around anyways, so
yeah,
no risk.
Now, are you gonna attempt the shortcut here on Royal?
I think I will if I get a mushroom, but
yeah.
I'm too scared otherwise. It seems like it might, even if it's oh, I got a mushroom, so
nice.
Yes, I will attempt it on this stage. Thanks for asking. We'll see how it goes though, because turning around the hill turn before is just really annoying in 50cc. I got it, no problem.
Nice. I was trying to affect the RNG and
manipulation.
Yeah, exactly. I was talking about it.
Should mention if you're looking at Beck or Matthias that on Bowser Castle, I think this is one of the few differences in 50cc from a course design perspective. The thwomps number is lower. There's fewer thwomps trying to block you.
Yeah, so you get 1 thwomp in 50cc, 2 thwomps in 100cc, which includes time trials and extra, and then you get 3 thwomps in 150. So it looks like Matthias is about a minute ahead of Abney at this point.
Oh wow.
He's just finished Star Cup, and Beck is just about to finish lap 2 of BC. Looks like that Matthias's practice on itemless Royal Raceway jumps paid off there.
Yeah, that's definitely some time save straight up if you can do it every time.
Yeah, I think he got a 3-3. I don't know if you saw his technique, but he held the MT over. He didn't release it before the grass hill. He basically held it over the hill and then released it when he landed. And then when he landed, he let it go and then hopped.
Oh yeah, that was like my old strat for 150cc until I realized that's slow. But yeah, in 50cc that's a completely legit strat. Obviously, can't do much else if you want to get it.
Yeah, I was actually I wasn't sure myself if possible. So to see him pull it off 3-3, that's pretty.
Well, he said 2 out of 3 twice.
Oh, 2 and 3. Oh, okay. Yeah. It's hard. It's hard to keep track. It's hard to keep track of the. I'm trying to watch 4
streams. Yeah, no problem, Jonesy.
But I saw him do it twice. I just assumed he did 3.
I missed the second jump to the left polygon.
It looks like Matthias also got a really clean DK. Got 44 seconds on DK. So he's.
But I think once we get past these cups, like when we get to 100cc, things really start to heat up. Obviously, 150cc is like where it really is like easy to save some time if others make mistakes. But 100cc also has some skips that we'll see that are borderline, I guess you could call them. So it's gonna be interesting to see if people can pull them off consistently. Because I know for sure I'm gonna aim for a few more skips than I've been doing in 50cc. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, I think the key with these speed differences is that like a setup won't work necessarily if there is a setup for a skip in one speed versus the other. So like for example, like on Rainbow Road, you have a setup for a green shell. The setup at 150 doesn't work the same way as the setup for potential setup in 100 or 50 because of the speed of the shell and the speed of you and all that other. So yeah, it's going to be interesting.
I was testing that, and that's, from what I can see, not possible. You'd have to do something beforehand anyways, where you'd be driving with quick speed. You can't do the setup, that's for sure.
Yeah, I was messing around with that actually. I was curious about that, and I actually got a somewhat reasonable setup. I mean, I would say it's setup, but it's basically just you just drive through the item box, and you release the shell a lot later. So in 150, you would release it like either like right before or that item box, or just at it. On 50, you can release it a lot later, and you have more time to catch up to it. But it's still, it would hesitate to call it a setup because it requires basically you not to slow down. So
it's something if you have a green shell is definitely worth trying. I think for me, anyways, that's something I'm gonna aim for. But it's also something you can't like rush on. You can't keep just waiting for another green shell.
Yeah, exactly.
So like it could potentially be a big difference in time if you get it perfect.
I was curious about 50cc Rainbow Road, so I actually was playing ago, and I noticed that one of the things that I had a problem with is generating separation from the CPU. So like even like even if you got a green shell, like if you missed the first one, it would be hard to actually get enough separation to have like multiple attempts at it. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So the other, speaking about speed differences and shortcuts, it looks like
Yeah, nobody's going for this lap skip here.
yeah, on Yoshi Valley, on 100cc and 150cc, you can use a shroom or a star to get over the fence, and it's basically not possible to do with either of those items on 50cc.
Yeah, I think you'd have to do the fence jump where you run into the fence and jump, and that's really low probability every time.
I'm sure I'm sure the slower speed doesn't help with that either.
No, for the mushroom and the star one, your speed just pulls you down out of nowhere. So
Yeah.
That one is definitely never gonna happen.
So let's watch this DK attempt here.
Suffered the first lightning.
I almost feel like 50cc DKJP is easier for some reason. It's as if the speed makes it like better for the jump.
Yeah, I basically I played through Special Cup and I played through Luigi Raceway on 50cc, and I almost felt the same thing. I felt like DK was like almost feels easier.
Wow.
Did we speak too soon?
I got all the jumps, but then I did the tumble and had to jump up again. That was super slow.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. Yeah. Now I'm seeing it.
It's pretty stupid, but it doesn't cost that much time. I still got a 13-second lap, so probably lost like 5 seconds.
Yeah, like 46. It would be that would be a very respectable 150cc time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, I think you still follow the same speed in 50cc, right? It's no gravity differences. So in terms of like the jump, it's pretty much the same movement. It's just getting back up that saves. Loses just a little bit of time.
Right. Yeah. There's not a lot of actual driving in that track. It's mostly just like
it's the same for like Frapper Snowland, pretty much.
Yeah. It's like Dan setting up 2 here. It's not too far behind you. Matthias is the end of lap 3 on Banshee, and Beck is on lap 2. So it looks like Beck and Matthias are still pretty close.
Now comes Rainbow Road, they can lose a lot of time.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they planned out a lot more 50cc. I personally wasn't going in with like a mindset of, I gotta get 50cc ready.
Yeah, I think
maybe more in my mind is like, just get that over with and whatever.
No, I think that both of them put in a fair amount of practice for 50cc just because of I think it had the potential to be the most different. Like, most people are familiar with the time trials shortcuts, which are 100cc, so you don't really need to practice too much on but yeah.
Matthias went for the Rainbow Road shortcut that's basically a gimme in 150cc, but it's really hard in 50.
Yeah,
it's possible
really,
if
really
you
hard,
release an MT perfectly.
Basically, you need to do like an MT and release the MT and then jump at like the last minute and get a certain angle, and it's actually honestly kind of surprised you went for it. Like, I was.
Yeah, I would not go for that.
Yeah. I tried it a few times and it was really hard. I mean, you can do it, but it's just in a one-try setting on a race. Like, to me, it seems like it's not worth it. Like, my strategy was to like get ahead as far as possible and get.
Well, maybe he was thinking he'd get a green shell, a couple more attempts at that if he did the shortcut. Maybe.
No, yeah, you would. You would get more
yeah.
attempts, but the problem is that if you miss, then you get less attempts. So really, if you talk like average out. You're gonna have, for me at least, unless you're like, I'm not consistent, but like I would probably end up with less attempts. So, yeah.
So I just want to confirm. I looked up because Flippy said everybody follows the same speed in each of the different CCs, and there is only one lookup table in memory, and it's for every character independent.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I figured that much.
So it looked like Beck went for Spiral, but he missed. But actually, I was thinking about like, going for Spiral. Like, when you miss, like your typical miss is going to be running into the fence and not falling off. So actually, that's exactly what he did. So he went for Spiral, didn't get it, and then he just continued back down the hill, non-shortcut. But So actually, Beck has triple greens and Matthias has a single green. So it'll be interesting to see.
Beck had triple greens.
Oh, he lost one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I would pull those out. Oh, Matthias missed the first attempt. He's got to try to chase it down. And he didn't get it.
Yeah, I'm not sure why. Beck, I don't know if you could comment why you pulled the triple greens out and just shot them just now. Wait, what's going on?
Maybe he has no plans of doing this shortcut.
I just wanted to make sure I could feed DK.
Nice meme.
Oh yeah. Oh, so we should talk. So last night, Beck and I were like in Discord, like streaming and chatting, and Beck was. I was doing like IL attempts on Rainbow Road 150 shortcut, and I was trying that. For people who watch Beck streams, you've seen him do that Bowser jump or like a heavyweight jump on Rainbow, where you like A/B spin and backwards and you like jump off to the left. And I was doing it like off Mario, who's in 3rd place, and so we were like, Beck got a code to get Bowser in 3rd place, and so he's like, I'll try this with Bowser, and the first attempt he hit R and he did the feather jump, like the small feather jump, and he's like, dude, he's like freaking out, like I just did the feather jump. And what's going on?
All right, so, people might not. At least we should mention there was a feather item that used to be in the game. You can tell because there's a screenshot on the back of the N64 box, and the behavior still exists in the memory. And in fact, I personally have caused it to occur in a versus match once.
Yeah, and I was there. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and we were trying to figure out, well, what's causing this? In fact, just yesterday we were trying to figure that out, and then Beck has this happen.
Oh.
So like, wait, what?
So basically, the whole idea is that if you can replicate the conditions of the feather jump
Probably
in
not.
150cc, your time trials, you can really break the game open by doing all kinds of skips that would otherwise be impossible.
Yes.
And so what happened with Drew is we're playing a 4-player versus match. He was like, I don't know, we don't have a video of it, but he was spinning out and he hit a chomp, and so we think he like spun out cancel where he like hit the chomp the same frame he started spinning out, and it caused him to launch and basically just fly across the map on Rainbow Road, and it was just like insane.
So I was gliding for a very long time. It's not a normal thing.
And so I guess what we were back and Drew and all these other guys were trying to figure out like what's going on with that in the game code. And Beck actually has a Game Shark code, and so he was using his Game Shark to do resets on Rainbow Road to test that Bowser jump. And he verified that he didn't have the Game Shark, the feather jump turned on. So that's why he was freaking out. Like he thought he actually like did it, but what happened is I guess what the Game Shark was glitching somehow where it was activating that code even though it was turned off. So like
that can't happen, yeah.
Yeah, so like, but he legitimately thought like he like just made some like discovery of like he replicated that feather jump and like he it was gonna break the game.
We did something like the same at the NLG where I accidentally had moon jump on and I didn't realize because I'm not used to holding a Hori.
Beck just hit the spiral. Yeah, Beck just hit spiral after having missed the green shell.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that's really challenging.
And I have that backup.
Yeah, and Matthias had actually hit the lap skip on the 3rd lap.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, so much going on right now. Like the story, the feather jump story, and the spirals being hit, green shells being hit. It's madness.
But the feather jump thing, just to briefly say why we're looking into it, there's a set of flags that are set when things happen, and there's a flag for feather jump that is near the flag for things like hitting a chomp and spinning out and everything. So it seems like there's a possibility that somehow we confused the game and it set the wrong flag, and we could do it again if we figure out how.
So it could be potentially something like the Super Mario World like credits work, where you're actually, if you can figure out how to actually manipulate the memory in real time, where you're doing a certain like set of specific inputs or actions that could overwrite the memory, where you're putting yourself in a state that you're not otherwise supposed